Hi, my name is Josh Lacombe. I just wanted to make this video because I'm going to be starting on my fitness and nutrition journey here in the next couple of days, and I wanted to make sure I can document that process for a few reasons. One being to know where I came from and to know where I'm going, and to try to hold myself accountable. If this is out there on the internet, get some accountability that way, and also to share my experience with some people who may be in the same situation that I am, trying to get healthy, trying to get fit. I have a family, I'm married, I have a daughter, I have a job. So, I want to show you it's possible, and then I want to provide some accountability for myself and some opportunity for accountability for any of you who wish to join me. Uh, what I want to do in this video is give you a brief introduction to, how I got where I am and, what I plan to do about it. And then in future videos, I'll kind of let you know exactly how things are going, what tweaks I've had to make, what struggles that I'm going through. And this should be an ongoing process, outlining my nutrition, outlining my fitness, outlining how this is going for me personally. Since it is a personal process, everything is different for everybody. So I guess it started more of when I was in college. That was about maybe 7 years ago at this point. When I came out of college, I wasn't very healthy. I ate a lot of crap. I drank a lot of soda. Not as much beer as you think, but it's become something that I've drank a bit more as we go on. Nothing alarming in that regard, just that it's not good for you, and I'm not offsetting any of that with calories burned through exercise. So I've tried this before. I went through, lost a bunch of weight, doing some workout programs, joining a workout group on Facebook, doing a lot of work there, but um, obviously I've gained all that weight back. I was starting at 270 pounds back several years ago. I did lose 75 pounds through going through these workout programs, keeping track of my diet. I'm using some tracking, but I slipped off of that wagon, gained all the weight back plus some, starting again at 280 pounds. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be tracking all of my diet on MyFitnessPal, and I should be able to hopefully get a link below to friend me if you'd like to follow along with what I'm eating. And I also track on Lose It, but that would be just for my weight, just because I have all my weight stuff tracked on there from when I did this last time. So I'd like to have a running total and see the big graph, which I'll hopefully post at some point, where you can see how disgusting that looks to go up and down and up and down. But the most important thing is I'm willing to try and go down again with that graph and hopefully keep it there at this point. So what do I plan to do diet-wise? I plan to go ahead and track everything I eat, measure everything I eat. I use a food scale. I use measuring cups and spoons wherever I need to, and that seems to work pretty well for me. And then I'm also going to be working out using some Beachbody programs. I have almost all of them, just for, I've accumulated them over the past several years. I've got P90X, I've got P90X3, I've got the Body Beast, I've got Power 90, I've got a couple of the girly workouts, if you will, but they'll still kick your ass, like Turbo Jam, Rev Abs, 10-minute trainer. Some of those are for my wife who wanted to use some of those, so that's definitely fine. I'll probably be doing a mixture of Power 90, actually I'll probably be using P90X, doing a modified version of that. Power 90, I did do a full round of Power 90 before, probably a round and a half even. That just got a little bit boring. Good news on that is we're going to reshoot that whole program here at the end of the year. And let me see if I can turn this monitor off behind this camera because it's really shining on my eyes, making my glasses glare. That's not perfect, but we're going to go with that being a bit better. Sorry about that, if it was annoying you as much as annoying me looking at this camera. So what I'm probably going to be doing is doing some strength workouts from P90X and adding in some cardio from different sources. I do have a Concept 2 or C2 rower. Bought that from Rogue Fitness, the black version. It's pretty slick. If you're into a rower, I'd definitely suggest that. And the best way to do it would be to actually buy it through Rogue, or if you can find it on Craigslist, you can also do that. Rogue does offer lower than buying it on like Amazon or something like that, Plus, they stand behind everything. They're pretty awesome. They ship fast, everything like that. So, any questions about that, let me know. I'd also invite you to take a look at Concept 2's webpage, give you some instruction on rowing if you've never done it before. It's an indoor rower with a chain and flywheel. It's pretty nice, but I do like to do that in times where I'm not able to get out of the house very easily. I do have a 4-month-old daughter, so getting out of the house is a bit tough sometimes. So I'd run and turn this other monitor off. That's as good as I'm going to get. When I can't get out of the house, I can just sit here in the car seat. She's taking a nap and row her. I'll row when she's sitting there next to me, and she tends to sleep through most of that. And that's a pretty quick workout. I can do a 5K in under 25 minutes if I'm really pushing it. If I'm going to go for a slower pace, I could do a bit more at a slower pace. I do take her for a walk sometimes. That depends on how the weather is. If it's raining, I live in Washington, so it's raining quite a bit here. But whatever exercise I can get on cardio day, that'd be great. I also would sub in some things like P90X. Once I get maybe a bit lower in weight, I'm going to sub in some things like the Insanity workouts. Any of the first stage workouts are definitely good. The cardio, power, and resistance, the pure cardio. Any of the jump training is a bit hard to do for me when I start out, just because my knees and my ankles tend to hurt quite a bit when I'm doing a lot of the jumping, especially when I'm 280 pounds, when I probably should be sub 190-ish. So carrying an extra 90 pounds is a bit tough. So that's my plan. Once I actually get everything written down with my goals in place, what workouts I want to do, and such, I'll post that here. I'll talk about it. And what concerns I have at this point with getting started is, I guess there's concerns with diet and there's concerns with exercise. We'll start with the diet. If I plan my diet a week in advance, meaning on Sunday I know what I'm going to be eating for lunches every day at work, I'm not going to buy lunch at work. I'm pretty good at that. I need to have a plan and I need to have it prepared. Like if you wake me up on Monday morning at 5, when I wake up, I'm not going to make a sandwich. Generally, I'm just going to go to work. I'm going to buy something at the little shop at the bottom of my building. Generally, it's a breakfast sandwich with sausage, egg, and cheese, and chocolate milk, little one, a pint of that or something, half a pint of that, and then some coffee with, of course, with some half and half and sugar in it. All the stuff that I shouldn't have. But if I go there, I have a plan. I bring some breakfast. I bring my lunch. I'm not going to walk to the teriyaki place every day and get food. Not saying I'm not going to ever. But those sort of things get me in trouble because I can't accurately measure what was in that teriyaki. I don't know what's in the sauce. I don't know, what the fat content of the chicken was. They give me white rice, which I try not to eat, but sometimes I will eat it, and I'm not sure if they put anything else in that. It's just sticky white rice. But again, that's very hard for me to measure the content of, and that's generally where I fall off the wagon. Not because I won't track it. I'll track it, but it tends to lead me to failure. I'll give you an example. I went to a barbecue recently. I planned to eat 1 hot dog, 1 hamburger, and have 2 beers. Yeah, I think beers for another day, another story for another day. But I ended up having those things plus another beer, plus some macaroni salad, plus some baked beans, plus some peanut butter pie, plus we ended up having ice cream later in the day. So that really fell apart. Caused me a whole week worth of a derailment from my diet for some reason. And once I go off one day, I just continue to go off, and it's very hard for me to get back on track. So I'm kind of an all or nothing type of person. Some people can start to ease out. Hey, I'm going to take one thing out of my diet every week until it's all gone. That doesn't generally work for me. I'm kind of an all or nothing type of person, so I have to do that all right away. So that's my concern with my diet. I need to plan. I know what the problem is. I need to plan. I need to make my food on a beforehand basis. Make my lunches, have stuff for breakfast, and have a plan for things for dinner. My concerns with exercise are that I have my 4-month-old daughter, and generally my wife's at home 4 days of the week, and she works 3/12s the other days of the week. So on those days, when she's working, I have to drive over. I'll give you an example of my day. I leave about 5:30 in the morning, get home about 5 o'clock. I work out real quick, like maybe a 5K in the rower, half hour, take a shower, grab a glass of water, and then drive over to my parents' house and pick up my daughter, bring her back. So that'd be the only exercise I'm getting that day, unless I want to take her on a walk, which I can also do. But just making sure that I'm consistent in doing that is a concern. The other concerns are when I get home, generally it's right at dinner time. If I eat dinner, I'm kind of sitting there eating dinner. Maybe I'm a bit full from dinner, so I say I'll just wait an hour and then work out. A lot of times I don't. So what I need to do is when my wife is home, I need to come home, I need to work out, then I need to take a shower and eat dinner. I need to make sure that I get my workout done, and if that means I have to have a small snack on the way home on the train, that's fine. I do have an hour commute each way on public transit, so I can just have a snack there if I want. But I really can't make excuses for not working out when I get home, since I know that I need to do that if at all possible to make sure I'm consistent. So that's my concern with the fitness. What I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be building some extra things in here. I'm going to be showing you my garage gym, talking about my 24-hour fitness membership, talking about other struggles that I've gone through. I'm getting started in different videos. It's a bit too much for this video, already over, 10 minutes. But I want to make sure that I can give you as much of my experience as possible and answer any questions that you may have. I'm going to be making a Facebook group, or a Facebook page at least, for you to like and subscribe to this video channel if you'd like. I'll be posting everything under here, and I hope to make a good series of this and have it being an ongoing conversation. If you have questions that you'd like to ask of me, go ahead and submit those, probably via Facebook. Once I make that page, I'll update it in the description of this video, so you can go there, like the page, and submit some questions there. Ultimately, I did mention before that I did Beachbody programs before. I did recently sign up to be a Beachbody coach, not because I need any money. I make plenty of money to support myself and my family, because my wife works too. So that's not a concern of mine. The concern of mine is just to provide a platform for support for people. That does, when someone signs up at Beachbody without a coach, they're assigned to someone random. And that's not always someone who's active or someone who may answer their questions. I want to be someone who can help out. I want to help the people that sign up that don't have anybody. I want to make sure that I, have the opportunity and the platform to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to make Facebook posts. I'll likely have a website. I'll have a Facebook group. But what we want to do at this time is, this is a free service. I'm not going to be making a membership page at this point. So please ask any questions you might have. I want to make sure that you're able to experience this with me. You're able to grow with me, and if it's your want, that you're able to, lose weight and get healthy with me. So let's get started on this today. It's July 4th. Everyone's going to be at a barbecue today, or making one in my own backyard for me and my wife and my daughter. But best of luck, and happy 4th of July.